Hi, this is Dylan from Business English Unplugged, and this is activity number 5. It's just a simple weekly roundup. So it's a great activity for Fridays or even Mondays if they're reflecting on the previous week. And again, all they have to do is summarize what they've done in the week, their professional achievements, and create kind of a concise, structured report, but a verbal report. They need to do this. It might be common if they have a weekly update meeting, or maybe they just want to focus at the end of the week and think about what they've done. And of course, it really strengthens their ability to summarize in a concise way. So again, we start with the relate stage. Get them thinking about what they've done in the week. If they have some sort of diary or schedule, they can refer to that. If you want, you can have the rehearsal stage. It might be good to actually use some or practice some summarizing and sequencing language here. And then the respond part where they actually do the task, and you can again act the part of their boss or their colleague saying, okay, so what have you done this week? And they can tell you. And again, if you want to make it more conversational, more dialogical, then you can ask them questions like interrupting questions. That's something you could add, for example. You could interrupt them and they would have to deal with those interruptions, which might be a useful addition to this task. Then, of course, we reflect and we refine, so you clarify anything that was not clear, look at any language mistakes or things that could be reformulated in a better way. Again, you can pick up on any phrases they use that you want to actually get them feeling more confident about. You can add things or add alternatives. And then we do it again. And I think this time, with a second attempt, they'll be able to summarize in a much better way. One thing I would probably do with this is the first time I would ask them just to deliver the summary and I wouldn't interrupt. And maybe the second time I would say, now I'm going to interrupt. And this way you can make the task a little bit more challenging where they have to deal with the interruptions. As a follow-up activity, you could just get them to basically write what they've done in the week and the highlights email. So the best things they've done this week or the most important things they've done in this week. Again, it might be a good idea to ask them to do that as a voicemail perhaps that they could send to you later after the lesson. See you in the next video.